go. You're clear. I'm safe. You're clear. Oh, clear. Not clear.
Eric!
Not clear.
Hi, this is Eric.
And Shumly.
And we're the OC Timbals. Join us today as we grab some tea, have some short eats for breakfast, and explore the beauty of Ella.
Yes, if you love the outdoors and you don't mind a little workout, Ella is a wonderful place. For example, you could hike all the way up to the Little Adams Peak. It's, I would say, a moderate hike, wouldn't you think, Eric?
Yeah, I would say moderate. It has steps the whole way up. There's a little bit of a dirt trail, but it's pretty easy to climb.
I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's a good workout, and the views from above are breathtaking.
It's definitely a lot easier than climbing that jungle mountain.
True, and I know people talk about Switzerland and the beauty there, but I think it's pretty close, wouldn't you think?
I think so too. The giant hills and mountains around you just give some breathtaking views.
And the little fog rolling in or burning out.
Yeah, there's a morning fog that comes in, an evening fog in the mountain country, in the hill country. It's just so beautiful.
And so green and luscious.
Yeah, it is cool up there too. It's not as hot as in the lower parts of Sri Lanka.
Yes, and I think a suggestion would be to get to the hike earlier in the day. It stays cooler, and also it's easier to find parking.
Definitely, you want to get past pretty much in everything you do. I think our best advice we could give you with any kind of tourism is get there early.
Yes.
Because you can avoid crowds early.
And for the adventure seeker, you could always use the facilities there, like the giant swing.
They also have zip lining too.
Zip lining.
Yeah. They have nice resorts in the mountains, but they are very far from town. It's a bit of a walk to get to town. We stayed at a very central location at the Morning Dew Hotel, and that was a great spot because we could walk easily to town.
And the locals have, besides their regular, I guess, day job, they have little shops there that sell snacks and teas. We enjoyed some tea there. Don't touch me.
The thing everyone wants to see in Ella is the 9-arch bridge, and
the train.
And the train that crosses it. And it's a beautiful hike, but it suddenly turned to a race to get there in time when we heard the train coming.
And to state the obvious, we missed the train.
We're not trying to catch the train. You're trying to catch the train crossing a bridge.
Yes.
That's what all the people are gathering for. It's a huge tourist get-together where they gather in this space and essentially watch a train go over a really beautiful bridge.
You know, I've never seen or experienced this before, like where people try to get to a bridge to see the train crossing it. It's become a cultural phenomenon, I guess, now.
I call it screensaver tourism.
But one person does it, like everyone wants to do it.
Well, and they saw it on their Microsoft screensaver, and then now they wanted to capture it. And I mean, I guess we did too, right?
It is a gorgeous bridge.
It is a gorgeous bridge. It's the reason it's a screensaver.
Fun fact, built in 1921, it's actually a viaduct bridge. And it's also called the Bridge in the Sky. And there are plenty of tourists. The good thing is now, to make it easier for people, they have schedules of the train posted everywhere, so you could, if you want to, get there on time. And there's stuff to eat and drink. There's little shops that sell food and snacks, and of course Tambili, right?
And there's two ways of getting there. You can take a tuk-tuk, which we did one day, and you can also hike in.
Yes, the hike is, I think, the most scenic route to get there, but the tuk-tuk is the fastest and convenient way of getting there.
Tuk-tuk is definitely the most convenient, yeah. As always, be careful with the train. It is a train. It is a functioning train. And it is dangerous.
Or the hiking in the morning, but that's really, really hungry.
So we raced to town and decided to get some biryani at 360 degrees.
Yes.
Which our friend Dinesh, famous elephant dodger in the car, recommended to us.
Yes, and actually it was a really good recommendation. Good location, and the food was really good too. And let's have Eric explain.
It's definitely a nightlife place, so that's why it looks really empty. But if you were to go at night, it would be standing room only with the throbbing EDM that is the soundtrack of Ella.
And after lunch, it was time to head down to the famous Ravana Falls.
Monkeys are everywhere in Sri Lanka in the mountains, and what's great about Sri Lanka is because it's a Buddhist country, people will stop the cars for monkeys, they'll stop cars for cats, they'll stop cars for cows, dogs, you name it, any kind of animal.
And the falls is like a famous fall named after the famous king Ravana. And it's a beautiful waterfall, and you can climb very, very close to it. Unlike in most parts in the US, where
Yes,
they stay far away.
there's not a cage over it, so you can't get to it. In Sri Lanka, you can go injure yourself in the waterfall if you want to. You have the freedom to do that.
Use common sense when you climb it. It's pretty slippery, the rocks.
Our last night in Ella, we decided to go for some hoppers,
Authentic.
and authentic hoppers, and enjoy the sights and sounds of Ella. It is an incredible town, and we definitely recommend visiting. Be sure to join us next time as we get a taste of the luxurious life in Nurelia.